All right, hi artists. So today we are going to create a lighthouse on a rocky beach looking outside of the ocean here. I think this is going to be a really cool little drawing for us to do because it lends itself to having such open space like in the ocean and the sky and even here on the rocks for you guys to add your extra details. So if you want to add mermaids, dolphins, pirate ships, a gigantic squid, whatever, kites, or seagulls, or anything you guys can think of, you can start adding into the background. But in the meantime, let me walk you guys through how to draw this really awesome landscape in this really beautiful lighthouse. Okay, so you're going to need a piece of paper. We want to go vertical with our paper because the lighthouse is going to be rather tall. And I would recommend, just like I always say, grab a pencil so in case you do make mistakes, you're able to change them and go back and fix it. All right, friends, I'm going to turn my camera around so we can see and I can draw a little bit easier this way. Okay, just like I mentioned, we want to go tall with our piece of paper. So something that we got to make sure we're doing is also working in this direction and trying to make sure we fill up a lot of our space. So the first thing I'm going to do is right here towards the top, I'm going to do an L. All right, this is going to be the area where we have the actual light for our lighthouse. Okay, so over here, I want to add a little extra on the edge. Kind of split this in half and make a dot, and we're going to connect to make a triangle. You guys can add a little extra something on top if you'd like to. Now, next we're going to add a little extra over here. And this is going to come down. We're going to close this up with a straight line. Awesome. So now we're going to bring our lighthouse down. I'm going to start out by having my line come down, and they're going to be a little further away at the bottom. Lighthouses tend to be very tall, obviously, and the base is going to be a little bit wider. We're going to connect these lines here. And then again, give yourself a little extra at the bottom. And this is going to be kind of the stand for the lighthouse, or the base. Cool. All right, I think it's also important we have a little door. And up here on a lighthouse, you guys can typically, I don't know if you've ever seen one before, but people are able to usually walk around up here. So we're going to put a railing straight across, down the middle, and then let's break this up a little bit too. So it has a nice railing, and in this section up here is where the light actually shows to warn all of the ships out here, hey, you're going to hit the rocks, stay away. Now our next step is we're going to need to add kind of like a rocky hill in our ocean. So we're going to do kind of a zigzaggedy line here, maybe another one up here. I like to leave a little gap. And down here, we're going to have some more rocks. We need to create the ocean. So this is very similar to when we did our great wave drawing. Over here, we're going to pick up our marker or our pencil, and we're going to continue. This is our horizon line. This is going to be the ocean. Awesome. Okay, friends. Now down here, you guys can add just about anything. You can add seashells. You can have a mermaid, a walrus. You can have fish flying. You can have a little guy fishing. You can have some boats out here if you want to, some waves, dolphins. The sun can be setting. I'm going to draw a couple more like big rocks just because it's a little bit more interesting to have something like that. A couple little rocks over here. All right, and then we go to color it. So it's totally up to you. I added a couple more details with mine. I added things like windows. Again, this is a great place for you guys to add anything else you want in your background. So I want to leave it wide open. Our lighthouse itself is actually very simple, which is why I can't wait to see what you guys end up doing with yours. You can add stripes because lighthouses, they want to be noticeable. We want to be able to see it, especially if you're out in a boat. So for mine, I might end up adding some more stripes to mine, some clouds in the background. Again, you guys don't have to copy mine, but you guys, I would suggest fill your whole space with color if you can. So even when you have just a plain ocean, you want to hit it with some blue. For your sky, you can have it be stormy, you can make it into a sunset, you can do a lot of things with this.